When you and Brick work together, or
No, we never work together. But we got this group, man. It's a Texas group, and it's all the former coaches that coached at Texas with Charlie Street.
Okay.
And so he's in that group text.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm talking to the kid, and I'm like, oh snap, great coach there. So I called Brick, and he's like, Brick, man, talk about this dude, man. He's like, you can get him, man. This guy's a great kid, great player. And so I think he had a good relationship with Brick. And so once Brick, I said, Brick, you need to call him, man, tell him who I am, a little bit, give him a little background. So Brick called him, gave him a background of myself and this place. And I think it was a really good fit with his family, his mom, his dad. I think it was a really good fit.
Didn't talk about him as a finished product art, but if you go to the film, he's not. He's older, but there's some room in the particularly the run game to.
Yes. I need guys that will stick their face in the fan. Volunteer.
Yeah.
Until we get to that point where we'll stick our face in the fan, volunteer, we are always those. We got some guys that you be like, hey, you sure you want me to do it? You sure? That'll stick their face. And then we got some guys just, We gotta get it there. We gotta get it there. As a group, as a coach, as everybody. We're willing to stick our face in the face and don't flinch.
You rode Mayo pretty hard through the spring, by our anecdotal evidence at least. That's usually a good sign when you're coaching somebody hard, that you expect big things out of them long term.
I just want them to see it. Sometimes these guys don't see it. They don't see it. So it's up to me to paint a picture for them, to show them. You know, this is what's there. You know, whether that's Clemson himself, Clemson, other guys that have the same skill set that he has. You know, this is what you can be. You can't see it. Sometimes they got scales in there. You can't see it.
What is he up weight-wise? Numbers are kind of confusing with him.
Sometimes I think he's up to like 65, 70. Big dude. He's still no skin.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, man. Big man. You don't realize how big he is. Like from a distance, you see him, you're like, yeah, that's a big dude. When he like walks on you, just I feel it. Big dude. We got some big dudes in our room. I don't want no midgets. It's not a circus.
Will the issue for him, not issue, the challenge for him always be playing with leverage at that height?
Yes, always gonna be an issue. He has to get to the point where I'm not thinking about playing with leverage. I'm playing with leverage. Because if he's thinking about playing with leverage, he's not thinking about the job at hand. Or the job at hand becomes the second thing, but it should not be. It should be number one. So all that part is coming with showing him the picture, unclogging his head. It's like a computer. They laugh at me because my phone gets jacked up, it gets slow. And they're like, Dad, you got 30 pictures of the same thing. Once you erase some of this stuff, you got 5,000 emails. Once you go and erase it, if you do this, it'll free your phone up and maybe it'll operate faster. Well, that's what I do with my guys. I give them what they need and I try to cut out all that other fluff so they can process faster. I guess I'm a tech guy.
It's good to see you got an old man phone.
Coach Tech. I just got this. I had one. I guess it had the one lens or something. I guess that was old or wasn't cool. So family like, hey, Dad, take this picture. So I go like this. It's like, Dad, you only have one camera. I'm like, yeah, it's just one camera on the phone. They're like, nah, it's supposed to have 3. So I'm cheap too. So my wife made me get the rest 3 cameras. It's all good.
you've got help, you've got Parker. Who's that second group? And how do you find that second group?
That second group, I have a lot of candidates. Parker's not a starter yet.
Okay.
We just assume he's a starter.
Okay. So how do you continue? Is it difficult to continue to motivate somebody who assumes that they're a starter? Does he make that assumption?
All I want to play. So I'm not scared to just sit down. There's nobody bigger than the program, including myself. When he's finished, whenever that is, whether it's this year or next year, there'll be another guy wearing that number. And when he leaves, the program's going to keep going. Nobody's bigger than the program. You know, we had the Quan Bowers here when I was here the first time. Really good player. The program kept going. And here we are, we talking about T.J. Parker. Before him, there were other guys that we were talking about. So the program's going to keep going. And as a coach, you have to be, in my opinion, you have to coach all the same. But your good players, you have to coach them just as hard. I can't let him get away with anything because of who he is. You know, as soon as I see him doing something, I'm smacking him. They say you shouldn't use a hammer to kill a fly. Well, I do. Because the reason why I use a hammer to kill a fly, not because of that fly, is because of the other flies. So if I use a hammer and they see, whoa, he used a hammer on him, this is going to use on that.
Fair. How has Help assimilated himself within the room?
I think it's a credit to the guys that was already here. And we have so many good dudes. And I think the guys are so welcome. It just made him felt real comfortable to be who he is. I think he's a really good guy that works hard. I think one of the things that probably we already talked about as much, just the way he takes care of his body. Still got a body. Takes his shirt off now. You married?
I am.
Hey, don't bring him over to your house. Be done. Tell him to keep his shirt on. He eats well. He takes care of his body. It's just unbelievable. And I think that part he's shown some of the other guys, TJ, even Cade Denham. Cade, you know, before when Cade gained weight, he always had that little flip down there, like he was a beer drinker or something. And now Cade has actually put on weight. Did I touch a hip button or something?
I'll point mine.
You know, with Cade, he's gained weight, but he doesn't have that little kangaroo pouch out. You know, so I think that part of the game that's Will has brought to him. Not only, and then just how he works, how he goes about his business. He's an older guy, he's mature, you know, so it's been really good.
Who's the leader in that room?
I think they all lead in their own way. I think Denhoff is a leader. He probably will snap at the guys. He'll snap at all of them. I think TJ is a leader. I'm just trying to control his because TJ is so level-headed. Sometimes he lets it get to the point where he just pops and he just explodes. So I'm trying to teach him how to do that part. I think Will's a leader. I don't think Will, he's more of a behind the scene. He may grab a guy and say, hey man, you gotta do this, man. So he's not gonna call you out in front of everybody, but he's looking for you to the side. And then you got other guys in there just leading their own way. But to be a leader, man, you gotta be not man. To be a leader, you have to be able to follow. And so that's some of the things that I've been challenging people and those guys. I know you say you're a leader, but you think a leader has to talk all the time. You don't have to talk all the time. Sometimes the best leaders listen and learn. And just, if you ask the right questions, and if you listen, people will tell you everything you want to know. But if you just yap, you never get a chance to hear what they're saying. So I'm just saying, hey, listen, the other guys are being corrected. Listen to what's being said to them. But also listen and watch how they respond. And then after that, then you can go into, hey, this is
I wanted to ask you about Mayo, just his development, his progression. Seemed like he took a little step in his career.
He did.
And where's he at right now, you think, going into the game?
Man, I'm expecting Mayo to have a good year, a good camp. If he continues on this path that he's going, I think he's understanding his body. He's such a big guy. I think I was telling somebody else earlier, he just have to learn how to play with knee bend and play with leverage. And that's the hardest thing that he'll have to learn. Is, he's 6'7", just playing with good knee bend, good leverage.
Does he remind you of anybody you coached before?
I've never coached anybody as tall as long as he is. He's not even college. He's big, big, he's long. We got some long guys out there. I'm not on a small basketball team. Brunell better watch out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It kind of reminded me a little bit of, and I know this is high status here to say his name, a little bit like Gaines. Like he had that raw to him, but by the time he got done that same year, you would know better than me. So.
Gaines can run under this table full speed. Mayo can't quite do it yet.
I wanted to ask you a recruiting question also. In today's world, you guys invest, like you did before, invest so much time in a young man, and you know he wants to get here, but other things, other distractions, other things in this world send him somewhere else. How frustrating is that to know that, maybe a kid maybe not making the right decision, or maybe he's not doing the right thing in his best interest at the moment because he's chasing something else?
The flip. How do we know that it's not the best thing?
Is that feeling? Experience?
So if I've been around my son longer now, but at that time of his recruiting for 18 years. And here's this guy of men and women that's been around him for 2 years. How can the men and women who's been around my son, not all the time, but just sometimes they see him, sometimes they call him, how can they tell me that their opinion of where my son can go is greater than mine? Because they think that? Because they talk to my son on the phone? Because my son came and watched a football game with them? So they don't know anything. We think we do. And we think we get a family and we try to study the family to make a decision. But recruiting, they're always going to put on a face. We're always going to be a face. Both sides try to be as authentic as possible to get this relationship. So the way I look at it, and this is how I do in my life, in my walk with God, is that I'm recruiting a guy. I want God, let me coach who you want me to coach. Who do you think that I can have that effect on? Not only as a football coach, but who can I have that effect on as a man, as a Christian man, a believer in you? Who do you want me to touch their life? Who needs you? Bring them to me. If I can't do it for them, if I'm not the right guy for them, that they need to hear at that specific time, don't bring them here. So when I take that approach, when I take me and my feelings out of it, I'm good with it. Because now I'm saying my faith and my belief is so strong in God that God ain't gonna bring me somebody that He don't have. So God is actually saving me from something, or saving Him from something. So it wasn't meant to be. Well, who am I to say that
That wasn't the right place.
I can't, if I'm saying what I'm saying about God and I truly believe it, I can never go back and say this was the best place for me. Because now I'm saying, God, you were wrong. And we know, we're believing. You know that He's not. Devil says something that's unbelievable. He said, God never says, oops. My bad. Man, I should have. Man, I knew you was the guy for good. I wasn't. I'm not. Now I'm saying that. I'm saying that personally. I'm not saying Clemson. I'm not saying Coach Sweeney. I'm not saying Coach Allen. I'm not saying I'm saying me. I wasn't. And maybe if I wasn't here, maybe somebody else was in this chair. Maybe I wasn't there. So I have something to give to TJ Parker, to Will Hill, to John Hughes, to Katie, to Ari, to doggone all of them. I have something specifically that I have to give them. That's why they're here. That's why I'm here in such a time as this.
What's been a difference so far?
Man, you like my nephew.
I might be no.
What's up, nephew?
How you doing? What's been a difference between Coach Tom Allen with Coach Wesco and so far? What's your experience with Coach Allen so far?
Man, you know, I love Wes. Wes my guy. Wes was here back in 06 when I first got here. So I think the biggest difference with Coach Allen, you know, he's just more seasoned. He's a little bit more experienced. And I think that's helped me. And so that's all I pretty much want to say about that. I feel like if I say anything else, I'll be disrespectful.